Hi everyone, and welcome to Automite. So in this video I just wanted to talk to you guys about buying older cars with lower mileage. And I've gone into pretty big problems with two of the cars that I bought, because that's my favorite thing, is to buy an older car with lower mileage. That way you pay less for the car and you get a clean car. Hopefully everything is working. Nothing is torn apart. So that's one of my favorite things. But there's a danger that comes with that. So you guys have to be careful with that. And I've fallen into this trap twice. Didn't learn from it the first time. So what I did was, this one I bought in 2018, beginning of 2018. But before this one, I bought a Toyota Cressida. It was a 1987 Toyota Cressida. It only had like 80,000 miles on it. The car was perfect. No tears in the seats, no stains, nothing like that. Body was perfect, everything was perfect. But the problem with that car was, yes, it did have low mileage. Yes, it was very clean, very perfect, but it had been sitting for 15 years. And I came to find out that kind of after, because I was an amateur, I didn't know what I was doing, so I just bought it like that. But so what happens is, when the car sits for that long, a lot of the plastics, the rubber seals, they kind of start drying up and warping and cracking. So that causes leaks to start. So with that Toyota Cressida, I ended up with a power steering leak, with a engine oil leak, and a transmission leak, and it was too expensive to repair all that stuff. So I ended up getting rid of it. I sold it. And then I bought this one. So this, like I said, I bought it in 2018, beginning of 2000. I've had it for about 2 years, or a little more than 2 years. And it only had, it's a 2002, and it only had 32,000 miles. So just like the Cressida, it was perfect. Interior was perfect. But, it had been sitting for too long. And this one, I actually got a clue when I bought it, because the person selling it to me, he said it was a dealer. He said that the owner lives in, I don't know, I think Brazil or something like that. And, he only came here once in a while, and he just wanted to have a car while he was here. So I guess he probably had it sitting for a couple of years, and then he came by and drove around for a little bit, So, same problem with this one. So what happened with this one, I started having transmission issues, and the person who looked at it said basically there was a leak in the radiator, and I guess the water went to the transmission, and it gave me problems. So I got it fixed. I only spent $1,400 to get it rebuilt, but it's still a lot of money. And so that's just a warning that I wanted to give everyone. If you're into that kind of stuff, if you're looking for an older car that hasn't been abused, that's still in great condition with low mileage, just be careful. If the car, hasn't been driven at least once, or once a week, or once every 2 weeks or so, if it hasn't been driven, then it's going to start having problems. The oil inside the car has to turn, and everything has to turn, and you just can't, let a car sit for like a year or 2 years, and, everything still, is not going to be okay, basically. So just make sure the car has been driven around. If you get any clue that it's been sitting for too long, I don't know, I wouldn't buy it unless you really want the car, and you can just replace all those seals and everything, gaskets and stuff, and then you can drive it around. That's fine. But if you don't want to have major problems, just stay away from it. Anyway, thank you for watching.